In Queensland, it seems to be that people think that the risk is kind of over. We still need to be definitely social distancing if we're not at home, and just being more careful. But I went into nursing to help people, and down there was a need, and it was a need that I could actually fill, so I thought, why not? It was an opportunity where I could actually do something, so I did. My name's Chloe Kiely, and I work at the PA hospital as a registered nurse. I was at work on the Friday morning, and they called to say, you're flying out on Sunday. And I said, can I have Saturday off so I can see my kids before I leave? Not much notice. We all wear a lot of PPE, but I mean, healthcare workers were getting sick. They were in the numbers every single day. So yeah, it definitely did cross my mind. I think we were just really as careful as you can be. So we wear an impermeable gown, we wear a duck-billed, like an N95, or we wear a face shield, obviously, and then gloves as well. It can be, even in Melbourne, like Victoria, where it's not, I was down there in the middle of winter and it was hot. Like, it gets hot under all of that. And also it's quite tight. The masks have to be really tight to be protective. But yeah, you'd get, by the end of the day, you would have like some pretty deep marks on your face. And by the end of my time down there, I had some pretty decent bruises on my nose and around the tops of my ears. We worked across like the fever clinic. We worked in a drive-through clinic for a couple of weeks, and then another pop-up clinic in a football field area. As a team of 2, we would do upwards of 150 swabs a day. It was a very worrying time, especially if someone had someone at their workplace test positive, or somewhere that they shopped on regularly had, come back as a hotspot. I think it was actually harder to have a day off than a day on by the end of it, because if I had any time to think about it, you'd start to build up that kind of fear level even, or you just, especially like in the first couple of weeks, like obviously lockdown happened within a couple of days of us getting there. But then just people kind of walking around still, like there's still a lot of people out, and that would add, I think, to my worry. It's just a bit confronting to see a whole city in masks. It's just really different. It's different to what you are used to. Just how amazing the Victorian nurses are. They're working like the very front line of COVID in Australia, and they will be working it for the foreseeable future. And they just have such beautiful upbeat attitudes. They were so welcoming to all of us as well. Like, they're brilliant. They're absolutely incredible. I wanted to quarantine at a hotel where I knew that it was a controlled environment, and if anything had happened and I had gotten sick, I was away from anyone. There was no risk to anyone else. It was 2 very long weeks. It was hard, which I suppose highlights how hard it is to just stay home. But it's really important that we do it. The kids came and waved to me on the footpath once, and that was really difficult. Yeah. So we didn't tell the kids that I was coming home. We told them I was coming home a day later. So I got home in the middle of the night, and then I woke them up in the morning. So it was pretty awesome. Just sat on the couch and said good morning to them. Amazing. The best thing ever. In Queensland, it seems to be that people think that the risk is kind of over. We still need to be definitely social distancing if we're not at home, and just being more careful.